Hey folks, Pat that Halloween movie collector back with 31 days of Michael Myers, and today we are on day number 12. And for today's highlighted moment in the Halloween franchise, we're going back to the Rob Zombie universe to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. To probably one of the most dramatic scenes in the franchise. Of course, I'm talking about Annie's death. Because you got to remember now, she survived all the Myers shit in Halloween 2007. And in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, you can see the physical scars, in the beginning of it, how Laurie is at the hospital, the whole dream sequence. So they probably spent some time in recuperating. So in this, now Sheriff Brackett, played by Brad Dourif, who did a great job in both films. He was just great as Sheriff Brackett. Knows something's up, and I guess the previous year, he would have somebody stationed outside on Halloween just to protect Annie. So, of course, he tells one of his deputies to do it. And he's like, I don't want to go there. Last year, she kicked me in the balls because she doesn't want any part of it. So he finally goes there. She gives him a bunch of shit for being there. But he's like, I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm told. So she's going about her business, and she's getting ready to go take a bath. And then you see Myers kill the deputy outside because now he's at the house. Then we pan upstairs just before she's brushing her teeth. And just as she shuts the door on the medicine cabinet, you see him behind her. She doesn't see him yet. She turns around, and just as she sees him, it goes into a slow-mo process where she's trying to run away. Now, what was good about this, I do like sometimes, like Urban Yablans was big on, and John Carpenter in the original, theater of the mind. You don't always need to see everything. So you're hearing him basically beat the living shit out of her off camera. So you don't hear it, and you just see one visual of her and him and the ghost of his mom saying, now go have some fun. So now he really kills her. Well, he beats her to the point of death. Because then when Laurie comes home with her friend, Laurie goes upstairs and finds Annie laying naked, bloodied, there's blood all over the bathroom, and she's barely hanging on. And in the time frame it takes her friend to call the police, Myers kills her. Now she knows something's up, and then as she's talking to Annie, and they're basically saying their goodbyes, and he's telling her to go away, leave her alone. She finally dies. And the most heart-wrenching scene is basically after Laurie leaves, she runs, Myers chases her, that whole scene plays out, and then he does capture her, takes her to that barn and all that stuff. Shack, rather. The scene where Sheriff Brackett sees Annie dead is just so unbelievable. Shout out to Brad Dourif. They did a great job. Probably the most emotional and well-acted scene in the entire franchise. So that is my scene for today for 31 Days of Michael Myers. And I don't collect Rob Zombie stuff anymore. I sold off all the stuff I had simply, like I said, for monetary reasons and just to buy other stuff. So I don't have too much stuff in the way of collectibles. So I thought this was cool because just recently I was talking to somebody about Creepy Company, which was a great online company that had a lot of great collectibles, has since gone out of business. They're the ones responsible for most of the rugs you see here. They put all these little rugs out, which I loved. And they've since gone under. But a few years ago, what year was this? Does it have a date on it? I don't know if it does. I'll have to look. Yep, 2016. Wow, so it's 9 years old already. So they came out with this collector's enamel pin set. And this really cool little box. So it comes in this box, and when you open it up, it's got Myers, the OG pumpkin from the opening credits, Laurie looking over the couch after she's just stabbed Myers in the neck, and Loomis shooting Myers, as well as the Halloween logo. So this is, let me see if I get it in there. I'm going to get some good pictures up here. It's always dark in here, but I can't turn the lights on because it makes it even worse, the glare. So I'll put some good pictures up. So this is honestly, I think, my favorite pin set. And I see them go for a decent amount of money now. If you haven't ever gotten this, I know you can get them on eBay, and they're not cheap now, especially now Creepy Company's out of business. I don't know if that adds to it or not, but this is probably my favorite pin set. Love this set. And that is today's collectible to go along with another scene from one of the Myers movies. There you go. And this time we went back to the Rob Zombie universe, like it or love it. I have a love-hate relationship with them both. More so love than hate on both of them. So, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. So make sure you do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button to get some more spooky people finding this channel while we do our 31 days of Michael Myers. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. As I said in previous videos, I will be giving away a bunch of Myers stuff when we hit 3,000 subs on this channel, which should be before the end of the year, hopefully. It'll be sooner. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. And I'll be sure to give away a bunch of cool stuff to some people supporting the channel. So until tomorrow, with another scene from one of the movies and another collectible, have a great day. See you tomorrow.